A lot of times in entrepreneurship, we try to go the cheap route to try to stay in business as long as we possibly can. Unfortunately, that usually seals our fate just a little slower. Everyone should be an entrepreneur. The chance to overcome obstacles, solve problems, make the world a better place, and dictate your life on your own terms is worth the risk. My name is Aaron Stewart, and I have been researching or living entrepreneurship for almost 30 years now. Welcome to the Little Black Couch, a journey in entrepreneurship. So I'm in the store the other day, and I know I need razors. So I'm looking around. I normally get they're orange Gillette, fancy, right? They've got 5 blades, the end-all be-all. But as I'm standing there in the aisle, I'm looking at these things, and then right next to the Gillette, 5-pack that's, $30 or something. There's the knockoff brand, right? The generic version of the store I'm at. And it's like $8, right? You look at the box, it's orange, it looks the same. It says that it fills the handle that I've got. And you're saving yourself a bunch of money. So I sat there for a minute, picked it up, looked at it, looked the same, looked very similar. Looked at the others, and I'm thinking to myself, why am I paying $30 when I can just get 5 razors for $8? And the box is pretty convincing that it's every bit as good as the ones from Gillette. So, why not? So I did. I bought these things and threw them in. I'm not a big fan of shaving. I don't like to shave. I think that it's, I hate it. I really hate to shave. So I do it like every other day. Definitely have to do it on Sunday. So Sunday morning I get up. I haven't shaved in a couple days. And I pull out this new box of razors. I break it open. It wasn't easy to get into. But I get it open, get it ready to go. Sure enough, just as it says, it fits right onto this Gillette handle I have. And looks good. It's got the little hinge on it, so it looks like it's going to fit just fine that way, and I start to shave. And I can tell pretty quickly that it's not cutting quite as well as my other razors do, and so I'm going along a little more cautiously, being careful, and then all of a sudden, boom, I cut myself. I haven't cut myself shaving, and I was trying to think back, 5 years? 10 years? It's been a long time since I've cut myself shaving, and I've been using these other blades, and I've had absolutely no problem. I guess I thought that maybe my face had toughened up, and now my face doesn't get cut anymore. Well, that's absolutely not the case. So I'm sitting there now bleeding like crazy. I'm trying to get ready to go to church. I'm doing all the old stuff. All of a sudden, I'm back 5-10 years ago trying to get this thing to stop gushing all over my face and work on it, direct pressure. You do all the stuff you can. The dumb little piece of tissue that sits there and gets dry and hard, you're going through all of it. And I'm thinking to myself, there's a lesson here. And it was actually pretty obvious. And the lesson is, for a lot of things in life, we get what we paid for. In my particular case, I decided to go ahead and save $22, and I ended up really hurting myself. It took a while to get this thing calmed down. I'm still dealing with it. I can feel the scab still right here. It was a pretty big deal. But as entrepreneurs, as we're thinking about growing our businesses and getting things going, sometimes when we look at our support staff and those that are going to help us, whether we're using independent contractors and third parties and services, it's very easy, I think, sometimes to sit there and go, you know what, one of the biggest mistakes we can make is just try to do everything ourselves. There's just too much to do all the time. So I think as entrepreneurs, sometimes we undervalue our time. And if we are not careful, we can be doing so much more of the stuff that we shouldn't be doing because we just don't have the expertise to do that. And it's very easy to think, I don't have the money to pay somebody to do this for me. And that may be the case. But I will say from experience that you can barter with people. And I, especially early on when I was trying to get our first little technology company up and going, I met with some programmers and we were friends, but I would take them to lunch, which they thought was great. I would actually take them, I found out all their favorite foods, and I would then take them their favorite foods and then ask them for a favor. It's the law of reciprocity. If you do something nice for somebody, they feel like they need to do something nice back for you. And you don't want to take advantage of that. But as you're getting out and starting with your business, it's not really a bad way to go. And by doing it this way, you don't have to pay astronomical rates. I would find out their wives' favorite places to eat. And I would take them gift cards to these places to eat and then movie tickets. So they could take their wives to dinner and then take them out. Take them to dinner and then take them to a movie. And that got them so much more utility, so much more benefit than if I just given them cash, that they really appreciated it. And they appreciated the fact that I took time to get to know them a little bit and get to know what their wives were all about. Obviously their wives are happy, they're happy. So there was ways to barter out or exchange gifts for their services. And the sad thing about it is they're undervaluing, typically they're going to undervalue their services as well. And most people are just looking for a friend, a nice person. A lot of these people I'm still friends with. They've gone on and are doing extraordinary things in their own businesses, but at that particular time they helped me, and I believe I helped them in their situation as well. So just think about that. When you're trying to build up your company and you're trying to get some things done that you know need to get done, then make sure that you are not skimping on that. It's your company and you're building a foundation, and it should be really good. So come up with other innovative, interesting ways to find the right people, really quality people, to provide the services that your company needs. This will give you the foundation that you need to grow. And these people that you are paying to help you may very well become the people that stay with you. I obviously have a number of friends that I met at that period during, as we were building this company, that stayed with me the whole time and continue to do services for me the whole time and work together. And one of them actually became my business partner. So you just never know where that's going to grow into. And so anyway, just sort of the, I guess the lesson of the day. It's never ever skimp on razors, because the cost is too much. It hurts too much. It causes too much damage. There's too much recurring pain. It's not worth it. And similarly, in your business, when it comes time to find a graphic designer or a programmer or a project manager, make sure that you hire the right person that can get the job done, do a quality job, do it right, so you don't have to come back and deal with problems caused by inferior quality, which is a total business killer. Always get the best quality. So hopefully that's helpful. Thank you for being entrepreneurs. It's not always easy, but it is always worth it. There is much good to do in this world. There is much that needs to be solved, and we have the ability to see it, to understand the problem, and then go out and with innovation and with drive, create solutions that benefit people's lives. It's an amazing thing to do. It's a wonderful process, and I so much enjoy being in this journey with you. So thank you for being a bruised entrepreneur. Thanks.